The majority of people absolutely hate their fucking job. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them. But the number one way to make sure that you get rid of that feeling of hating your job is to simply try to become the best at it. Now, I'm not saying you should be of the mindset of, oh, I'm going to be here for the rest of my life. I'm going to stay stuck with this job. I'm going to wait for promotions. No, that's the wrong mindset. But if you are going to work a wage job, you might as well try to become the best at it. And the reason for why I say that becoming the best at a job will make you hate that job less is because now you have goals. Now you have a mission to complete. That mission being that you want to be the best at that job. Let's say you're a janitor and you take 20 minutes to clean one single stall. Can you get it done in 5? No. Why can't you get it done in 5? Because it takes too long. You know, I have to clean the inside and the outside, and I gotta flush it, and I gotta spray it, and I gotta clean it with a towel, all this bullshit. Does it actually take 20 minutes, or could you get it done in 5? Try to become the best janitor in the motherfucking world, and you'll quickly realize that working your job isn't actually that bad when you have a goal in mind. The majority of people work their 9-to-5 jobs with a mindset of, I'm gonna do the bare minimum, I'm gonna show up on time, leave on time, I'm gonna get paid, I'm gonna return to my shit life. Now, like I said, I'm not saying this to encourage you to stay at that job. I'm simply telling you this because if you are going to work that shit job for some time, you might as well fucking enjoy it. And the number one way to enjoy it is to simply try to become the best at said job. Now, there's plenty of ways to go about this, depending on your profession. For example, I used to work at a fast food place. I used to work at Del Taco. Now, for me, the number one way to enjoy working at Del Taco was to set myself goals. And my daily goals were to see how many tips I could get on a daily basis and try to break my previous record. Now, there were days where I got 0 tips because it's kind of like, Del Taco is basically like a McDonald's, right? You don't usually tip the fucking cashier at a McDonald's. It's like you're working at a fucking, restaurant where there's waitresses and shit. You're a fucking cashier, right? You're a fucking $20 per hour slave working for that amount of money. Most people aren't going to really respect you for that shit, to be honest. The majority of clients that went to Del Taco, they're pretty asshole clients. I'm not even going to lie to you, bro. But if you're able to show the client that you're a fast, attentive, and encouraging cashier, you'll quickly realize that a lot of people will actually tip you. And when you start getting tips, not only are you happier because it's extra money, but you're also happier because you're trying to break the previous record. So my biggest record when it comes to tips, I think I had gone like $25. Which I know most of you guys are being like, are going to say like, that's fucking dog shit. Bro, that is not dog shit. Try working a fast food place. I'm not talking about a restaurant. I'm not talking about like a buffet where you have like a waitress and shit like that. No, I'm talking about you're a fucking cashier. You're working the fucking window and you're just giving out orders. Try doing that for a year and try to get $25 in a day of tips. It's fucking difficult, bro. It's not as easy as you motherfuckers may think. There were some days where I went $0, no tips, bro. I'm telling you. Now, was that my fault? Yes. Because I wasn't being the person that deserved tips. When I started being the person that deserved tips, I started getting more tips, obviously. You know, when you say, please, thank you, when you're more respectful, more energetic, when you have a smile on your face, when you're fast, when you're attentive, people will want to tip you. And that's what I learned. And then it became kind of like a game to me. Eventually, I got to the point to where I actually enjoyed going to work. It wasn't that bad. Now, I always knew I didn't want to be stuck at that shit job. But for the time being, I was like, you know what? If I am going to be at this shit job for some time, I might as well fucking enjoy it. So I might as well set challenges for myself. Sometimes I'd be cleaning the bathrooms. And I'd be like, okay, I'm going to set a timer. Let's see if I can break my previous record. And I got down to cleaning the bathrooms in like literally 8 minutes, bro. 2 bathrooms in literally 8 minutes. I'm talking about big sized bathrooms. And sometimes they had shit all over the place. 8 minutes, bro. Mopping them, cleaning the window where you look at yourself before you wash your hands. You know, the toilet. I got down to 8 minutes, 2 fucking bathrooms, bro. And the majority of my coworkers took about 20 minutes. So I was proud of myself. I looked at that shit damn near as like a video game, bro. And damn near. And it became very fun. Now, you have to be very careful with this type of mindset. The reason being is that if it gets too fun, you might get used to it. And you don't want to get used to it. Because if you get used to it, you're going to want to stay at that shit job. And that's not what you want, right? You don't want to stay at that shit job because obviously it's a shit job. Now, of course, try to your best to enjoy it by following the things that I'm telling you. You know, set challenges for yourself, set missions, set goals, and that'll make that shit job not shit. It'll make it enjoyable. But, like I said, once again, don't fall into the trap of getting complacent at that job, okay? Always be of the mindset of striving for higher. Once you do break your goals, your next goal should be to get a better fucking job. You know, that should be the end goal. But while you are at the shit job, like I said, set smaller goals, right? See how fast you can take out the orders. See how fast you can clean the bathrooms. See how good you're at getting tips. See how good you're at making the clients laugh. How many clients did you make, smile or laugh or happy? How many clients left a review in your name? Try to do these things. Whether it's fast food or retail stores or you're a fucking janitor, whatever the fuck it may be, bro. Whatever profession you are, it doesn't matter if you're a plumber, electrician, lawnmower, whatever the fuck you are, bro. Try to become the best at that job, bro. If you're a plumber, see how fast you can fix that toilet seat. Could you fix it faster than another plumber? Or could you fix it faster than your previous plumbing experiences? How fast can you fucking fix that shit, bro? Try to time yourself and try to do it as efficient, but with as much quality as possible as well. Just because you're doing something fast doesn't mean it needs to be shit. You can do something fast with quality. Most people think that when you're doing something fast, the quality has to degrade. That's not necessarily true. Of course, if you're doing it too fast, the quality is going to degrade. But there's always a, in between. There's always a place where you can do it super fast, but also with a high enough quality, okay? Now, I'm not saying you have to do it with the most amount of quality either, because that's going to take forever. You have to find a balance where it's both effective, but it's also of quality. So the overall message that I'm trying to purport here is to simply enjoy your job. And the best way to enjoy your job is to set goals for yourself. Set missions, set achievements, and once you break those achievements, set new ones. And once you find it impossible to break those new ones, then perhaps you want to look for a better solution, right? Perhaps you want to look for a better job, or perhaps you want to do a side hustle, or perhaps you're already doing that. But regardless, if you're already looking for a side hustle or you're already looking for a new job, even when you're looking for those new things, you should still strive to enjoy your current job, because there's no point in hating it. Why are you going to hate it? You have to understand that those are years of your human existence. Why are you going to hate it? Why are you going to spend time at your job hating it? It's something you do on the daily, so you might as well enjoy it for the time being. You might as well. So the overall message here is to simply enjoy your job. And the best way to enjoy your job is to set goals, set missions, and accomplish those things. And you'll realize that deep in your heart, deep in your soul, deep in your mind, you'll be much happier as a person when you do those things. And you might as well enjoy your shit-ass job, bro. Like I said, if you're doing this job on the daily and you're looking for something else, but you're still going to be stuck at that job for, let's say, the next few months, you might as well enjoy the next few months at that shit job, bro. You might as well. You're going to be there anyways. You might as well fucking enjoy it.